Equifax is back in the news. In fact, it's the story that just won't go away. Twitter wants you to help them in cleaning up their whole website. And what you need to know about a new kind of malware that's set up to blackmail you. All of that and more on your Tech News Today for Friday, March the 2nd, brought to you by Boll & Branch, 100% organic luxury bedding. A better night's sleep starts with high-quality sheets. Just visit bollandbranch.com, enter promo code TALK to get $50 off your first order and free shipping from bollandbranch.com. You'll remember last year all the trouble Equifax caused, well, everybody. Hundreds of millions of people, personal information stolen, and who has it? Who knows? Once again, we're hearing Equifax admit that even more people have been affected than they first announced, or than they second or thirdly announced. This is the fourth time that Equifax has come forward with even more people. This time, 2.4 million more people can be added to the list, bringing the overall total to 147.9 million Americans whose social security numbers, private telephone numbers, home addresses, you name it, have all been stolen. Equifax said it just found the additional names by cross-referencing them with partial driver's license numbers, both internal and external data sources, and they'll be reaching out, you know they will, to all the newly impacted consumers to provide free credit monitoring and identity theft protection services that they've been offering the original victims. If your credit's been stolen, welcome to the club. All right, let's move on to Twitter. If you know anything at all about Twitter, you know it's not exactly the most healthy place for you to hang out. Over the years, Twitter has allowed itself to be used by ISIS terrorists for propaganda purposes to raise money for terrorism. It's allowed itself to be used by trolls, bullying, and propaganda of all kinds. Any complaints to Twitter usually fell on deaf ears. But suddenly, seemingly out of the blue yesterday, Twitter's CEO Jack Dorsey suddenly came alive and admitted, no, well, we didn't know that the site would become the bastion for propaganda. We had no idea that it would be so abusive and would be used for harassment campaigns. But now we want to fix it and we don't know how. So he's asking you, that is, the general public, to help show them what's wrong with Twitter. Apparently, there's no one on the staff as smart as you are. So they're welcoming ideas from people everywhere in hopes that somebody will come up with some kind of plan to fix the site so that everybody will be able to share thoughts and opinions without the toxicity that has plagued it over all these years. Now, you'll note that Twitter's not the only one. Facebook has also jumped in with Mark Zuckerberg saying he's going to make it his personal goal to clean up all the abuse that's been present on Facebook. So after all these years, you may ask why it's happening now? Because poll after poll is showing that the American people believe that social media is not acting in the best interest of the United States. And for the first time, a majority of Americans, including conservatives, want social media to come under federal regulation. So of course, now we're hearing from Zuckerberg, and now we're hearing from Jack Dorsey. In fact, you'll be hearing from even more CEOs before all of this is over. Now, what you need to know about a new form of malware that's been discovered, and this one is being called Red Drop. But this one is unique in its viciousness, very aggressive. Red Drop affects Android users by tagging along in seemingly regular apps like calculators and photo editors where you wouldn't expect any malware to reside. Red Drop steals saved files, data on your phone's SIM card, information in nearby wireless networks, and perhaps worst of all, it records your surroundings, all of which gets sent to someone whose intentions probably aren't too good. In other words, Red Drop takes sensitive data. It records your conversations with the idea that perhaps one day, when they crunch all this information, they can use it to extort or blackmail you. And finally, the United States Post Office is back in the news. They say they're trying to do a better job not only at delivering the mail, but to improve something called its Informed Delivery Service. Informed Delivery is a service that the Post Office launched last year. If you use it, you're supposed to be able to get a photo of whatever your mail is in the morning before the mail is delivered to your home. This way, you don't have to stress out about what's going to be in your mailbox, and if something important arrives, you can be there to get it out before somebody steals it. But of course, there's a problem with the service. One of the big problems with informed delivery began with the sign-up. Now, getting informed delivery is supposed to be free, but free has its own issues. When something online is free, it's not exactly a secure process. In short, anybody can register any address. They can pretend to be you. And then they get pictures of all your mail before you get it. And that's enough of a reason right there for everybody to not use informed delivery. So the post office has amended its process. While the sign-up is still easy, an actual letter will be sent to the address when someone signs up for informed delivery. The new safeguards have also been put in place for people who change their addresses but want to keep the informed delivery service. The whole thing really sounds like email. And of course, there's a good chance you've never heard of informed delivery. The post office says only about 8 million people have signed up so far. And that's your tech news today. Thanks again to Boll & Branch. Know what you're sleeping on. With Boll & Branch, you get the highest quality, 100% organic cotton bedding. At bollandbranch.com, enter promo code TALK and get $50 off your first order, free shipping, and a 30-day risk-free guarantee at bollandbranch.com.